Perfect. All right. Welcome everybody to Chocolate for Breakfast. I'm Jen from You So Much, and I haven't done this in forever, and so YouTube has a whole bunch of new configurations. So I'm trying something new with my live streaming, so apologies for the delay. And I'm so excited that I'm here with my friend Cara, who is the founder of Chocolate Pursuit, and she does chocolate tastings here in Portland. Cara, tell us about yourself.
Thanks, Jen. Well, yes, I have my own business. I do chocolate tastings and tours in Portland, which of course we're not doing right now. And I am friends with Jen from way back through dance. And we've actually done a chocolate for breakfast before. I think it was back in 2017. And yeah, that was a while ago, but it was so much fun that during this time of quarantine, why not do it again, right?
Right, exactly. Well, and Cara and I went to a chocolate festival about a month ago. It was in San Francisco. It was called the Chocolate Craft Experience. Is that right?
Yeah, Craft Chocolate Experience. Yeah.
Okay. And there was a lot of small craft chocolates companies there that did tastings and little seminars and classes for you to join and learn more about chocolate. I've learned so much about chocolate tasting from Cara. And so it was really great because we had a great time there, except for I had my phone stolen. That was a good time.
So bad. She had her phone stolen, but we made do. We took a lot of photos anyway. We definitely bought a lot of chocolate to heal.
A ton of chocolate, and I still have some left. I'm still like nibbling at the chocolate. I think, Cara, you've eaten all yours though, huh?
Well, some of it. I'm in the East Coast on the East Coast right now, so.
Right.
Long story, but I do have a lot of chocolate back in my basement in Portland. But right. Yeah, I had to order some to be delivered here because, yeah, I just couldn't live without it. So
awesome. Well, as we normally do when we're doing chocolate for breakfast, we are celebrating awesome stuff in our life, and we're doing that by eating chocolate. So if for some reason you don't like chocolate, and we always encourage you to do it first thing, which is that's the chocolate for breakfast, because whenever you start your day with pleasure, whatever that pleasure is, I suggest many things that give you pleasure. So it could be, it could be eating chocolate, it could be taking a bubble bath, it could be drinking champagne. I've had champagne with chocolate for breakfast, people. It could be, a little bit of playtime. It could be dancing in your kitchen. Like whatever makes you feel good is going to help make your day so much better. So we're celebrating awesome stuff that's in our life, and we're tasting chocolate today, and I'm tasting chocolate that I got at the chocolate festival. And Cara knows a lot about this company, so I'm excited to have her share more with you about that too. And then Cara will share with you what she's going to share. So we'll get into the celebrations. And what we normally do is we celebrate 3 things that are awesome in our lives right now that we're really appreciating, that we're grateful for. And we invite you to do the same thing. So if you're in the chat box, or even if you're joining us later and you're not watching this live, then certainly please write in the chat box what you're celebrating, because the more you celebrate, the more awesome stuff comes to your life, people. So the more chocolate you celebrate, the more it comes.
And especially during this time, right? I mean, like while we're indoors, we're trying to find like the little pleasures in life. I mean, chocolate is definitely one of those things that can boost your health has health benefits and make you feel better. I know. It does.
I totally agree. This is crazy town, people. So like we want to be here for you, since we're, why not do this? I can't believe I haven't done this in like 2 years, but this is like the perfect time to do it when we're stuck indoors and nothing else to do but eat chocolate. And I don't know about you, but I've been eating all the chocolates, and all the other goodies too, like chocolate in my ice cream, brownies,
definitely ice cream, mochas, like.
Yes, mochas. I've been putting chocolate in my chai. In fact, if you haven't seen it, you should go back and look at the chocolate chai recipe that I did for chocolate breakfast, because I made that last week and I had it all week. Pretty much my new routine in the morning is having chai with my chocolate.
Nice.
So anyway.
We've been having cold brew, just like cold brew with a piece of chocolate. It's nice. So like dark chocolate. It's really good.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. All right, so Cara, why don't you do the tastings first and tell us about the chocolate.
Okay, well, I brought 2. I wish I could share it with you, Jen.
I know, I wish I could too.
I have to send you a piece, but
please do.
So one of my favorite chocolates, and I think you'll agree just from because we visited her booth at the chocolate festival, is Zotter Chocolates, and they are from Austria. And they are bean to bar, but they also make confections. And I have 2 bars for us to try. They have beautiful artwork. So if you can see, I'm gonna try to.
So pretty. I love that.
Yeah, pretty cool. Like looks very
Yeah.
Euro 80s, I would say.
Yes, totally Euro 80s.
And they open like a little storybook, and it always has this little note in it about how to taste your chocolate, which says, do not eat but savor. So you should not munch the chocolate but savor it by letting it melt. So my whole like tagline is melt into the experience. So I really relate to that. But we're gonna try 60% Ecuador today. So it's bean to bar, and so the beans are from Ecuador. And that's one of my favorite countries to get beans from, or to actually, for the craft chocolate that I taste. I really love Ecuadorian because typically that region will have like a floral or nutty profile. And so that's 2 of my favorite flavors to taste. So I'll show you what the bar looks like because it's unopened. I ordered a bunch from Zotter, so they sent it from their US location here. But let's look at their beautiful bar.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Backwards.
Does it have, okay, well, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see. Does it have a
Let me show you.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, cool. I love it.
Yes, and very like thin, but a nice temper, which is the shine. You can see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break off a piece and give you some virtually. Here you go.
I'll take it.
And
wait, I just wanted to say really quick that Cara, because she does chocolate tastings, like this is like a really, like, use her tips to taste your own chocolate if you're at home tasting along. And also, I absolutely love that it's thin because that's my favorite because it melts a little faster and easier in your tongue.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, it has it had a nice snap. I don't know if you heard. I'll snap it again.
Yeah, it's really loud.
Whew. It like represents the freshness of the bar, but you know, dark chocolate is going to have like a denser, probably a better snap than milk would because of our milk chocolate because of the cream or the cocoa butter.
Yes.
But yeah, then you can smell it. To me, it smells like chocolate. Sometimes you get other notes, and then let it melt on your tongue. I'm going to describe what I taste, but also read what they want me to taste. I feel like I'm out of practice, really. It does have like the floral, like I mentioned, like a little bit creamy and yeah, bright. It's very bright on the tongue, but it does have like, I can taste the sweetness. It's not too sweet, but definitely 60% is like a really good. I mean, the base level of dark chocolate is usually 70, so it's a little bit bitter for a 60% bar, but I like that. So it's got a nice bit of nuttiness and floral taste to it.
Cool.
Yum. I have another one, but I think maybe you should try yours first.
Okay, cool. So I got some Dandelion chocolate. Dandelion's a company that's out of San Francisco, and they were actually one of the key people to put together the festival that Cara and I went to last month. And they were founded by a couple of guys who started making chocolate in their basement or their parents' basement maybe when they were in college. So at Stanford, and they started making they bought the beans at the time and just roasted the beans and started making the chocolate on their own. So they're actually a bean to bar. They have since evolved, as you can imagine, into a much bigger company that has multiple locations in San Francisco, and they create like all kinds of cool experiences. I would love to hear, because I know Cara's been there, more about the company. But one of the things that I really liked about them is that they're very particular about the roasting of their beans. They said they don't like it when they're over roasted, and a lot of companies do that. And so they have their own roasting process that they have come up with. They kind of like custom made their machines out of previous roasting machines so that would fit what they wanted. And the other thing I think is really cool, and I don't know, Cara, if you even knew this, but you probably do, all of their bars are 70%. So they wanted you to be able to compare the different chocolate beans with each other by having the exact same percent of sugar versus chocolate. So it's all 70% chocolate and 30% sugar, which I think is really cool. That makes so much sense to me because then you can really taste the flavors more. So Tell us anything you know about these guys, Cara.
Well, that was really, really impressive. I mean, that was more than I know about some of the stuff they do, but
Awesome.
yeah, they're really great. 2-ingredient chocolates, so just like cacao and sugar, which is pretty amazing. They don't even add back cocoa butter, which a lot of companies will do, just to make the melt quicker or creamier,
Yeah.
And it's easier to make when you add cocoa butter to remove from the machinery.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have 2 locations in San Francisco. They opened a large factory, which I still haven't been to, because we were chocolated out at the festival.
Totally. We had so much.
But their original location is this really nice small shop in the Mission District of San Francisco, and they make baked goods. They have chocolate drinks, and you can sample all their chocolate there. And a really cool thing about them is they also have a location in Japan. So they actually they use the same beans from the same countries of origin. So let's say you have your Costas Esmeraldas, which is like one of my favorites from Ecuador. They have both of those, one in Japan, made from a factory in Japan, and one made from a factory in San Francisco. So
okay,
you can taste the differences just by the making of it. So how those roasters or those bean to bar makers will create the chocolate. So it's pretty amazing. They're one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah, they're so good. And I have to say, the other thing a couple other things that's really cool about them is that they buy the paper for their bars. It's handmade paper. So they like everything is possible to be handmade. And then they hand wrap all of the foil bars inside, which is pretty cool too. And they said that they just recently got an old fashioned paper wrapper that was made way back in the days. You could actually hand crank it because it was actually made to wrap the paper that's inconsistent. Because as you can imagine, like machines today basically don't, they're not used to having handmade paper and variances in what you get. And so this particular old machine, because it's older, actually works well for them. So they've been using that too recently. The other thing I thought was really cool, and you probably know this too, Car, but I didn't know, was that one of the reasons why a bar will have a good snap to it is because it has a good crystalline content with the chocolate. So when they grind up the cocoa beans, it comes with specific crystalline. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
The beta crystals, I think, like the chemistry of the bar. The
chemistry of the bar, exactly. And it comes to a specific one that they like, and apparently that helps to make the snap sound really good too. So I have to admit that I have actually broken into this bar yesterday.
Jen's obsessed with Tanzania.
Yeah, this particular one is from Tanzania, which is my favorite of theirs. I went back to their booth and tasted 3 or 4 times, and then I was like, yeah, that's the bar I have to have. And what's funny is that when I tasted it, I broke into it yesterday because I really was craving some chocolate and I wanted it.
You had to practice,
Yeah, exactly. I had to practice for today. Excuse me. But what I loved about it was that it was like, oh my God, it was even better than I remembered. It was so good. So here's the snap. Oh, wait. You can hear that, hopefully.
Nice.
And then,
can I have that half? Can you pass?
Yeah, here you go. I'll have the other half, which is bigger. And I'll taste it. Yeah. This particular one has a really nice, bright, fruity flavor, which is why I like it. The wrapping says that it has notes of honey, fresh peach, and fudge.
The peaches.
Which I could totally tell.
Yeah.
That peachiness is it's like this bright fruity flavor. It's really strong in fruit. I really love it.
Dandelion is definitely one of my favorites, and I did find they do have an 100%. That's what they have at least one 100% bar, or maybe 2 different ones. Camino Verde, I believe.
Okay.
So if you want one with absolutely no sugar, otherwise they're the 70%. And then do you remember, Jen, when we tasted that brittle? It was almost
Oh my God, I ate it all right away.
It was it was made of matcha, I think.
Yeah, and sesame seeds. Oh my God, it's so good. It almost tastes like peanut brittle, but it's like different. Oh my God, it's so good.
I mean, it was melty and amazing.
Yeah.
And like crack, really. And
Yeah. I like
I didn't want to buy it just like that because I know. No.
Yeah, no, it did. It went like that. It was just gone. Yeah.
And so I would say like Dandelion versus this was a bean to bar, the Zotter, and I know I didn't talk about them that much, and I can say a little bit more, but
yeah,
the difference really is that Dandelion's like I would call them purists, like they're very much the two ingredients, really tasting that flavor of the bean, the acidity, the natural, like, flavor notes. And then with Zotter, they really specialize in confections. So the next, I'm going to taste this lime and passion fruit because I know you love passion fruit.
Oh my God, I love lime and passion fruit.
I wish I could give you some.
I wish I could have some. My favorite Missionary Chocolates makes the best passion fruit lime, which, by the way, they just started selling them in their stores.
Oh,
but
nice.
you have to go, by the way, because of the whole coronavirus thing that we're going through, I can't find their stuff even in the New Season stores that are local here. So if you're interested in Missionary Chocolate, you have to order online and then you have to go pick it up. But highly recommend. And that's probably true for a lot of chocolate companies right now. They're going to be like less and less able to be found in the stores. So order them online direct. Do your
that's what I was thinking.
Businesses.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why I was trying to pick a maker to order from. That would be fun. And Zotter is like run by a family, and the daughter, Julia, she is full of life. She's an artist. They do a lot of theatrical or like visual arts kind of collaborations. And I think they've even done like body art. Like they've mixed chocolate and body art.
I love that.
Cool. So there's just this kind of like, theatrical element to them. And so she is delightful. And I researched a little bit about their company last night. And she's fluent in over 5 languages, which is pretty amazing. She ran their factory in Shanghai. They have a factory there. They started in the 80s, 1987 or so. But yeah, it's pretty, I love like family owned businesses or ones owned by, a couple of friends or partners, or it's just,
I agree. So many of these small craft chocolate companies are like that. Is this the company that did the, almost like they have like the mousse bar and other bars, or it's like so it's like a confectionery in the bar, like a truffle.
Exactly.
Bar. So good.
So they make all these different ganaches within the bar, so it seems like a truffle bar. And they have lots of unique flavor combos, and there are a lot with booze, so if you like a little bit of liquor, they have one called boozy chocolate mousse.
Yes.
They use grappa and rum and different alcohols, but they also use like hemp and different fruits, a lot of fruits, and marzipan, almonds. I mean, it's just, you name it, it's like a pastry in a bar, I feel like.
Totally. It's so cool. I got the boozy chocolate one for a friend, and I bought myself, there's like a peanut butter one that I still haven't even eaten. So I have that one. I actually have that one in my cupboard.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And they have great names for their bars too. A lot of them are really cool names. But this is what it looks like. See, it looks like a dessert bar,
Mm-hmm. So good.
So I'll show you the inside here. You can see it's got the little ganache.
Yum.
And I really wish I could give you some, Jen.
I know. Here, I'll take a little piece.
But yeah, lime and passion fruit, it's a good combo. If you have not tasted it,
it's, oh my God, it's so good together. And passion fruit with chocolate in general is amazing, people. Yeah, I'm jelly. So jelly of you right now.
At first I got the creaminess, just almost like an almond paste. Mm-hmm. There are almonds in here. It also has sweet potatoes.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of ingredients: cinnamon, lemon oil, almonds, dried passion fruits. So rice syrup they use. But yeah, this one it's really like decadent, I would say. Somehow they go really fast anyway with me.
I know, right? I know. I think for you, whether it's like a hardcore dark chocolate bar that's like hard to eat or like something like that, you eat them either way. Pretty quick.
It doesn't matter. I think my pace has slowed down a little bit, but maybe it's all the ice cream.
I know you have other things to substitute, other chocolate.
Coffee, ice cream, you name it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
By the way, I apologize for the lighting. All of a sudden, like, I have a skylight and the sun just must have come out and I can't figure out how to adjust. So whatever. Although it's not the most ideal, but
It's your chocolate halo.
this is what it happens when you do live video, people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get to the celebrations. Woohoo! So let's celebrate 3 things that are happening in our lives, or just things that we're really grateful for. And I was gonna say I'm grateful for technology. Because I was excited that I figured out how to use Zoom with YouTube and how to do that whole thing, because since YouTube is no longer doing Google Hangouts, I had to adjust today, which is totally different than what I'm used to. And I was so excited that I figured out a nice, easy solution. But it looks like it's not loading. I'm looking at it. It's funny because it says it's live on our end, but it's not. So I don't know if it's just a delay in posting it or if whatever. So apologize for any of you who got on here live and weren't able to watch it.
Yeah, you'll watch it later, hopefully.
Yeah, you watch it later. Yeah, and just tell us what you're celebrating on your end. We'll go back and comment and say hi. So that's the first thing I'm celebrating. What about you today, Cara?
I love that, but I'll choose something different, but I do agree with you.
Awesome.
I'm on the same end with technology, I guess. I'm grateful for having a job right now because, I just know, and my chocolate business is side hustle. So I just feel thankful to work remotely. And I know a lot of people are suffering right now. So I hope they eat chocolate and feel better and able to find opportunities out there, because it is tough. And so, yeah, I'm just really grateful for that.
Yeah, I agreed. Technology has helped a lot of us to be able to work remotely, and especially for those of us who still have some work to do, which is amazing, but also like be able to connect with friends too, right? Like you and I are connecting right now. Yeah. And so I am grateful for that. In fact, it's funny because a friend of mine posted on Facebook that she did her book club via Zoom or some other video thing. And I was like, oh my God, what a great idea. Because we canceled I'm part of a book club. We canceled it last month. And like we were going to cancel this month, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh wait, we could do it on Zoom. And a friend of mine just told me about a dance party that's happening here in Portland. Like, one of the bars is posting, actually a couple of them are doing dance parties like via the internet. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah. Send me that link.
I will. That'd be fun to have you join. Yeah. It'll be a month later your time, but what the hell, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a Saturday night. Why not?
So what else are you grateful for, Jen?
So the other thing I'm grateful for is music. That's one of the things I think during this time has been really like soothing for me. I've used like different music to meditate to. I've used music to like listen to more often here. It's just kind of helped get me through. Obviously, music to dance to. I've been dancing by myself in my kitchen, and also I've been hearing, one of the things I've noticed a lot as I've been walking around the neighborhood, how many people have been playing music from their house. They'll have like their window open, and I've been hearing like live piano music and like guitars, and I think I even heard a violin the other day, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, because we're all like, cooped up with nothing to do, people are like more likely to pull out their instruments and play. And so anyway, I hooked up my keyboard last night and I played a little bit myself too. So it was great because it was the first time I'd played in like forever. So it was fun to like get back into it, and makes me want to do it like all the time. I was up really late last night playing and singing to myself, and it was really fun.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Miss?
I'm gonna say I'm grateful for just like the outdoors, because even being able to go on a walk and like take in fresh air and hear the sounds of birds or have a bit of sun on your face. Yesterday there was some sun out, and it was just like I just basked in it. That vitamin D I soaked in, and it definitely improved my mood. I mean, it's real. And so just walking around and like taking in all the elements of nature and the environment that we can take in at this moment.
Agreed. Thank God for walking, right? It's been amazing to see like all the people in the neighborhood walking around, but also like I've been walking around at night too, because it's just been like, just have some magical like moonlight at night and the stars, and I don't know, it's just been really pretty. So And it's fun to look at the different houses, like in a different light or no light, or just
Yeah.
yeah, it's been cool. So
Not too eerie.
yeah. I haven't been like creepy. I haven't been like,
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like that. It's just fun to, fun to look at the homes as you're walking around at night. So, yeah. The third thing I'm celebrating is friends like Cara. So excited to have friends that I can connect with, and just super grateful, Cara, that we have continued to stay friends, from dance on through chocolate, through, all kinds of stuff happening in our lives. So it's awesome.
I was going to say the same thing. So
that's okay. We did this last time, I think, because like
love and friendship.
Yes, exactly.
So like, just, because right now it's very hard to connect, and I've been telling people it's like actually even harder to get the motivation to connect, or to like log on and do Zoom, or, call someone or send a video. It's like almost more difficult to do that, even though I'm an extrovert. But once I do, it feels incredible to have a connection with someone. And
totally.
So I just agree with you.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I will say too, like when I lost my phone right when we were in San Francisco, and I couldn't, because of some things with Apple, I couldn't update my contacts for 2.5 weeks. And so I it was interesting because I didn't have anybody's phone in my phone, their number in my phone, right? So there was a few people that I really wanted to let know right away that I knew their phone numbers, like my parents, my sister, right? And I texted them through you, hey, I lost my phone or whatever. And then obviously when I got a replacement phone, I was able to text them because I knew their numbers off the top of my head. But there are lots of people friends I knew from high school and college, and even recent contacts of people that I've met recently, I didn't have their information in my phone. And it was interesting how many people, it was just interesting to see, who were the people that checked in with me and said, how am I doing? And sent me a quick text, hey, how you doing? I have a friend who's from India who sent me a message, and I was amazed that somebody from that far away checked in with me. And I thought it was really cool. And so I just want to encourage all of you, go through your contacts. If you haven't already, go through your contacts and just be wonder how this person's doing. Just check in and say hi, because it means a lot to people right now. And it only takes come on, it takes you can probably do it in 10 seconds, but at the most a minute to text somebody and say, hey, how you doing? So
I actually FaceTimed with my mom and sister, and we never do that. Not to say we don't talk, but it was just either we're really bored. No, just kidding. No, it was a really good, experience to connect with family too. So
I agree. I actually had a friend of ours, just a group of our girlfriends that go out for girls' night out. She FaceTimed us too, and I wasn't aware of the group FaceTime thing. She set up for those of you who don't know, if you have iPhone, you can set up a texting train with all the people you want to include, and then you just hit the FaceTime link, and everyone just clicks on the link and they can join. So if only 3 people will join, that's fine. But it was cool because there were 4 of us on this FaceTime call, and it was the little screen would pop up. I just hadn't done it. Yeah. It was cool. So
awesome.
So even if you don't have Zoom or know how to work this technology, you can do it with your phone. So
yes.
And you can also send, if you depending on what kind of phone you have, you can also send voice messages. And you can send also voice messages through Instagram, or Cara and I have recently been connecting through Marco Polo, which is this really easy to use video app. And then of course there's WhatsApp. So there's all kinds of options. So try them and see which ones you like, and connect with your people.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and celebrating with me, my friend.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm going to have a little more chocolate and chai. What are you up to today? Anything fun?
I have therapy in 10 minutes.
Awesome. Nothing like getting ready for therapy with a little bit of joy from chocolate.
I'm thankful for that too,
Yeah, for real.
During this time. But yeah, I'm just going to eat more chocolate, make a good meal,
Yeah, gonna chill.
Hang out.
Yeah, me too. All right, well, have fun, everybody. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Don't forget to leave what you're celebrating down below. And if you are celebrating with the chocolate, we'd love to know that too.
Yes, and enjoy. Go support your local businesses, or internationally. You can order from them too.
Absolutely. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, wait, I'm gonna see if I can just end the live stream. There we go.
Woohoo! It's still recording on Zoom.
No, I'll stop recording too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on a minute. There we go. Stop recording.